Hello and thanks for checking out this video on Drupal. Now in this video we're going to go ahead and continue with our membership site setup, and in particular we're going to configure our payment processor. And without a payment processor, well, it's not going to be any payment. So it's a pretty important step in our configuring of our membership site. Now first off, we're going to use PayPal, but I'm going to show you over here on a member after we've logged in. Up at the top here, go to Setup and Site Configuration. Let's do that now. And then we go to Plugins. And this shows a list of all the payment plugins that we can use. You can see there's quite a few of them in there. But the one we're going to be messing with today is the PayPal_R. There's one in here that's already by default, already checked. We're going to leave that alone. That's the free. So we'll leave that alone, and one of them we're going to mess with is the CC_demo. We'll get back to that in just a bit. I just wanted to point those out. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to use the PayPal plugin, and this is where we go to get those. Now let's go ahead and log into PayPal. And if you're going to be using a different payment processor, like for example Authorize.net or 2Checkout, then you'd want to head over to the A member manual. That's I believe manual.amember.com, and there's a big write-up in there on setting up your payment processors. But again, for the sake of this video, since PayPal is more than likely 99% of the time going to be the processor used, well, that's why we're using it. So then once we're logged in, we get to this page here. We head on over to Profile. So here we're going to set up our IPN, otherwise known as Instant Payment Notification Preferences. Well, it's IPN preferences, but anyway, you click on that and chances are pretty darn good this is going to say off, and you're not going to have anything here. So we're going to go to Edit, and we're going to tick this box right here, and you're going to put something in this box right here. And basically what this is you've got your domain name plus this. This part here is pretty well standard for anybody out there that's setting this up. And let me just show you here. Let's head on back over to the A member site and go ahead and tick the CC demo and the PayPal_R. Come on down here, click on Save. I guess I could have done that in one full step, the last time around, but this way I get to take an extra minute of time. Now then, we go to PayPal, click on that. You see it added these extra links up here at the top, the CC demo and the PayPal, and the free, by the by, is the free one. And you scroll on down here at the bottom, and this is where you get your link, for example. I mean, that is exactly the one you want to put in here. So we got that done, that box checked, we got this put in there, click on Save, and everything's a success, good to go. Go back to Profile Summary. Now this next step, I've heard needs to be done. I've also heard that it doesn't need to be done, but for the sake of the video I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Website Payment Preferences. We want to tick this off, make sure that's blank. And if you'd like to, maybe you've got this set up for another product line that you're dealing with currently and you want to leave it alone, well, by all means, try it without messing with any of this stuff first. And if it isn't working or it comes back as an error, then you need to set up another PayPal account and do just one PayPal account strictly for your A member products. Hey, that's a possibility too. I think you've got like 9 different PayPal accounts you can set up. 3 primary, I believe. You may not even be limited to the primaries other than the amount of checking accounts you want to have. So again, I've got 3 myself, so I mean the cat's out of the bag there. But yeah, you can have quite a few different PayPal accounts, so that's a possibility. But again, we want to basically make sure everything's off. So we got this ticked off, we got this blank, we've got this off, the payment data transfer, have that off, have this off, have the PayPal account optional off, The contact telephone, I just leave that as off myself, but you may require it to be on. That's totally up to you. And then the express checkout settings, I'd say no. Click on save, and that's it, folks. We're done with PayPal, so then we want to go ahead and just log out, head on back over to aMember, and on aMember the only thing we're doing at this point is putting in the merchant ID, which is basically the PayPal account that we just logged out of. Okay, so this PayPal account, by the way, needs to be not only your primary email address or your primary PayPal account ID, but it also has to be a premium or a business level. So if you just have a personal level PayPal account, then go ahead and upgrade it. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and of course it's automatic. So you can be doing it right now, and by the time it's done, you can come back here and everything's going to be hunky-dory, so you'll be good to go. Alternate PayPal account emails, one per line. I'm just going to leave that blank. It's again totally up to you. Sandbox testing. If you're into the sandbox testing, then you've got this as an option. Myself, I just go through as a customer, pay the amount that I have set up, and for that matter, I may even go ahead and set it up for 25 cents or 35 cents, and then whenever I get done testing it, the whole thing, then I'll go in and put the price at the actual product amount. But in either case, I always go back to PayPal because I'm kind of cheap like that. I always go back to PayPal after I'm done testing and just refund myself the amount that I paid myself. So that's that. Now in this disable IPN verification, boy was I confused on this. Bottom line, leave it alone. You got a couple of choices here. You disable this. That's dangerous. Well, we don't want to mess with dangerous stuff, do we? So leave that alone. It's defaulted. The PayPal language code. This one here, I would just leave that blank if you want, because if you leave it blank, then PayPal is going to make the decision for you based on other parameters. But just go ahead and leave that blank. Otherwise, if you want to, you can put in, like, say, it says EN for English, FR for French, and I guess there's a code somewhere for other languages as well, but leave it blank. PayPal will do the job for you. The rest of this stuff basically is just default. I mean, the only thing that I found that I needed to change on here was needed to put in the merchant ID, my PayPal email address. Everything else is just fine and dandy. Leave it alone. Come on down here, click on save, and we're good to go. That's pretty much it, folks. That concludes our video on setting up our payment processor. Next, we're going to get into creating our products, and at that point we're going to assign the different levels. Again, I'll get into that in that particular video, but you just really cannot create your levels or your products without a payment processor in place. So we've done that. Check that off of our to-do list. We're good to go. Thank you much for watching. You have a great day.